Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am going to be launching kind of a craft challenge for March. I have taken a look back through January and February at the types of videos that I've been loading, and if I'm honest with you, my channel seems to have taken a bit of an unexpected turn. And where previously I had quite a few make it videos, I've noticed that the last couple of months I haven't been posting as many. There's been lots of videos on craft hauls, lots of videos on like how I store things, how my room looks, and you guys have been enjoying them, and I've had lots of really good comments, and I have helped some of you to look at your organisation as well. But I miss doing all my making videos, and although I have got videos of me making things, they've just quietened off a little bit. So I've decided that March is going to be Make It March for me. I will still have some craft hauls, I will still do things like some of my storage ideas, but I have a room full of craft supplies and it is getting fuller and fuller every single day, or at least it feels like it. So I want to make March a Make It March where I am really going to genuinely try and just increase how much I'm making. So I'm hoping to show more of these videos. I'm still going to be using and making the Chris's Craft Challenge ones, which some weeks that has been literally the only craft making video that I've done all week. But I really want to get better at it. So I'm going to be doing Make It March. I don't want to make too many promises on how many Make It videos I'm going to do. I just know that I really need to do a lot more than I have been doing. So watch this space. Some of the videos may be like this, where it's quite chatty. I'm kind of just talking to you a little bit. Some of them I will probably speed through, maybe, if I'm making quite a few cards in one video. But hopefully you guys will enjoy watching me make things. Although I can't get that back in the bag, we'll sit that over there. Hopefully you guys will enjoy watching me making all of these things, and yeah, it'll give you some inspiration to get your craft supplies out. For today's card, I'm going to make a shaker card. I haven't done one in a little while, and I'm using the Wild Celebrations Deluxe Card Kit. This was the latest free kit from Hunky Dory, I believe. So I just thought I'd grab that off my shelf. Alongside, obviously, making some more cards, it means that I'm going to have even more cards. And I've got more cards than I really need. So I am determined as well through March to reopen my website. I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to have on there. I'm definitely going to have all of my cards. So, or at least I'm going to try and get all of my cards on there. And I think I am still going to load up my sewn items like my scrunchies and that. I've not quite decided yet. So watch this space as well, because the cards that you see me making will be coming up for sale as well, so that you can purchase them. And if you're new here, or if this is one of the first videos that you've seen, in the description box I also have the link to my Buy Me a Coffee. So if you wanted to support but you didn't want to buy anything from us, you're more than welcome to head over there. Or even just doing things like subscribing to my channel, sharing my videos, liking my videos. It all helps to support us. It all works towards the YouTube algorithms and lets more and more people see us. So I'm just trimming off the little tabs from it being a die cut, for those if you're new. And then because this is black, I'm just going to grab one of my black pens in a minute. and just go round so that there isn't any of this white border. Ooh, I might actually use my black cardstock. I haven't used my black cardstock before. What did I do with it? I haven't got a lot. There we go. It's actually like a black grey. It's classed as black. I might put that on the bottom actually to give me an additional layer. I forgot I'd got that. Let me grab my black pen. This one will do the job. Just want to get rid of where it's white. It's just where it's pulled slightly. Normally you don't notice it, but because this is black, you do. I think that looks better already. There we go. I didn't notice any on this. There we go. I've got my card, or better trim this off as well actually. It's been a while since I did one of these, and I've got so much more shaker inserts and bits. I'm actually really excited to make this one. Grab a sheet of this. I'm just playing into the dark colours with this. So I'm gonna cover this entire card front. And if you guys want to join in with Make It March, please feel free to do so. There are absolutely no rules with this craft challenge. I definitely need to do a lot more making this month. Oh no, my tape runner's run out and I don't have a spare. It's okay. I thought I'd got more on it than I have. Let me grab my double-sided tape then. Better get an order in for one of those. That's also run out on me. Oh my, oh my, me oh me oh my. Let's use this one. This one's pretty too much full. How far did we get? We got down to there. This one's a brand new one, so we're all good. Then I'm just going to line this up along this edge. Press that down. Then I'm going to just trim around it. It's the easiest way for me to be able to make sure that it is level. Grab my scissors. So that's our lined card blank. And then I'm going to bring in my cutter and we're going to cut this one down. So my 5x7 is usually pretty good. That's a 5. and that I would say was 7. So I'm measuring this. Now I'm going to cut from this side. I'm going to leave that because that would actually make a gorgeous topper for an extra card. So I'm going to come in 1 under 5. And 1 under 7. Those to one side, they're perfect for another card later on. And then this is going to sit on there quite nicely. And instead of having a white border like I normally would, we're playing with that black border so that it matches. Tell you what, we'll wet glue this because wet glue is going to be quicker to work with on this one. Just going to use it straight out of the bottle, to be fair. Oh, I like that. Do you know what? I've had that black cardstock in my stash for probably about a year. I think it was one of the first bits I bought. That's how long I've had that. And I think that is definitely the first time I've used it. So then I'm going to lay this down, and I do want it to sit up there somewhere. Make sure that my frame is still going to be on the card. So to get the frame on the card piece, I need that there. So I need that there, just touching inside those flowers. Then that'll still leave me some room on the bottom for my sentiment. And again, I'm going to wet glue this. Round about there. There we go. And then I'm going to sit that and let that dry for a little bit. Make sure that's straight. There we go. And I'm just going to put my little book on top. Many of you will have seen that book, and put that over there so that that can dry a little bit while we prep the frame. So I'm going to use the frame. I need my skinny double-sided tape, which is in here somewhere. Here we go, my skinny double-sided tape. And these, I might need another pack actually, which is fine, I've got them. So, and some acetate. Acetate is always a good thing to have. Looks like I'm on a new packet, which again is fine. So let me grab a new sheet of acetate. I don't use anything fancy. I use this one from Habercrafts. I picked this up from Amazon, and I got quite a few of them. I've used a lot of them to sort out my stamps that I bought, but I left myself plenty to still use for my shaker cards. So I'm going to kind of level this up with my frame. I never cut mine like precise. So I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big scissors. So what I've done is I've lined up my acetate so that it's slightly in from the edge on all sides here. And then I'm just going to roughly cut up here into a square. making sure that it still is enough on here, which it is. Push it down ever so slightly, like so. And then I'm going to come straight across here. Put that back in the packet. And then what we have is we have a piece of acetate that is going to fit along there, and then I'm just going to trim off like so. There we go. So now I know that that is going to fit my frame. I haven't wiped it or anything just yet. I will do that in a minute. You just need to try and make sure you get out as much static as you possibly can, which, as many of you guys know, has been my absolute nemesis. So I have an anti-static bag, which I'm going to give it a wipe with first, which I do find takes some of the static out. I just don't find it the best at taking it out. So we'll give that a wipe first of all. Then my favourite, and this seems to just like be magic, a tumble dry sheet. I don't believe there's anything special. I use Lenore ones. I have heard that some of the branded ones like Lenore are slightly better at this. I don't think there's a rule you have to use them. It also makes your room smell very nice when you're using it as well. So that has now got a lot less static in it than it did. So I'm just going to run around this with my skinny tape. Find it quite relatively pliable. Like I can get it to go around like this. So just maneuver it. If you've got like a skinnier ATG, I know the ATG can take different widths of tape. It may be usable for this. If you're using like a tape runner, they're definitely a lot skinnier than the ATG is. So you may be able to go around it with a tape runner. I just use this skinny double-sided tape. There we go. Off in one. Then I'm going to take my acetate that I've cut down, just try to level this up. Press it down really, really tight. There we go. Go back in with the anti-static. I really want to make sure that we've got no static. And then exactly what you've just done with the skinny double-sided tape, you're going to do the same with your foam strips. Now you're going to go around twice. Great advice from somebody off here. Definitely helps going around it twice so that you've got twice the thickness on here. These skinny foam strips, I picked these up from Craftalia. I really like them. You get an awful lot and they're not bad priced. The only thing is Craftalia has quite a slow delivery time. I think it's about 2 weeks to get here into the UK. I have seen them on Amazon and I have got some on order. I'm waiting for them to arrive because I want to try them to see if they're any good. More so for if I ever sort of get caught short, if I'm like partway through a project. There's nothing worse than being partway through and finding that you've run out of say in this case some foam tape, so I have got some on order. Just going to start this over here. So I like to make sure I go over my joins as well, just for that added bit of security, peace of mind. Make sure you always butt up the foam tape, curve it round. Just like so. I'm now at my join, so I'm going to now pull off this strip. Follow that round and down. Nope, that one's empty. That could be thrown away, that's good. I'll get this one. Put that up, make sure it's as tight as it can be. Curve that round. And then cut this up to that one as tight as possible again. Squish it in if you have to. The tighter the seam, the less chance you've got of anything falling out of there. I don't use this part. You absolutely can if you want, but I don't. I keep them safe and they come in handy for other projects. So now we have that. I'm going to take my anti-static bag and just wipe it along the inside of that double-sided foam tape, just to try and reduce any stickiness on there. For good measure. And then I'm going to bring in my card blank, and now we need to add in our sequins, what we want to add. Now there is black in here, but there is also a lot of other colour as well. So let me have a look what I might fancy. I'm going to pause you for a second while I just go and have a look at all of my bits, and I'll be back. I'm back, and I feel like I've got a good mixture of things here to show you. So I've got some hearts. I've got the solid hearts, and then I've got the hollow hearts as well. They're always really nice to put into these. I've picked up some hot pink rhinestones to play in with the pink tones that we've got. Thought we'd pop a few of these in. They're just some white circles, but they've got like a bluey purpley shimmer to them, which I thought would be nice. Some floral sequins. I've gone for some pink and some deep blue love hearts as well. I only put like a little bit in this, so don't worry that this looks to be a lot. And then I went for some like rose gold butterflies. And then for a little bit of more of a glittery kind of feel, I've gone for some black chunky glitter and some like pale bluey tealy coloured chunky glitter as well. Do you know what? I don't know what I did with my... Oh, my glitter's on here, look. I say look as if you're here and can see me. I might pop in some black fine glitter and a little bit of this glitter as well. It's got quite a decent size shaker on this, so I feel like I have more opportunity to add a little bit extra in on these. So let's get started. These will just add a little bit of weight to it and should help things to move around. So we've got those in. A few of those. I don't want too much. Move that up so you can see a bit better. A few of these hearts, which will go quite nicely, especially colour-wise. We have these hearts. And if you're new here and you're wondering where I pick all of this up, lots of different places. So the rhinestones I've had for absolute years. I think they're originally actually from AliExpress, but I've had them so long. The white circles, these ones are from the Works. They're just £1. Then pretty much all of these other glitter sequiny bits that I use in my shakers have all come from Temu. Pretty sure they've all come from Temu. The spoon is from Temu. I just find it a lot easier to work with, to be able to get stuff out. The little bottle jars things that I'm using, I actually picked up from Amazon. Picked up one batch to try them, really liked them, and ended up going back for another one. The card kit, so the one I'm using at the minute is from Hunky Dory, though you'll find I'll use kits from all over, anywhere at all. Put that in there. And if you're wondering about the little pieces of things in my sequin mixers, they are actually little pieces of cut up tumble dry sheet, because these are always full of static when they come from Temu, and it drives me absolutely mad. So I've actually cut up some of the tumble dry sheets and put little pieces into the shaker mixers. It doesn't take all of it out, but it takes a lot of the static out, which is good. Oh no, I've just dropped that straight onto my card. Oh, disaster. It's okay. Move all this onto my glass mat. I can dust all of it off. Can't believe I've just done that. Oh, I'm covered in it. Covered in it. Be a lot more careful than I was just then, guys. Blue glitter. Right. Trying to make sure I've got as much of this as I can. Massive clean up when I've done, guys. Massive clean up. Did have a brush. This one I'll do. It's an old makeup brush that I've repurposed for craft purposes. Okay, just try and clean it up a little bit. When I stand it up, it'll dust off anyway. So once you're happy with what you've got in there, I'm just going to give this another wipe. I'm very paranoid. If you're new here, you'll be like, that's total overkill. For those that are regulars will know why I do that. Had nothing but disaster after disaster when I was first making these. Become quite good at them now, but at first I was rubbish. So this doesn't have a... Have I caught that again? Oh, guys. What am I doing? Right, we're all good. We're all good. Right. Make sure that is secure. And give it a shaky. And look at that. So we've got a really good mixture in there of lots of different glitters and sequins and things. It's absolutely beautiful. It probably could have even taken more, though. Maybe if I'd have stopped dropping things on it, it would have had a bit more. But yeah, I think that's beautiful. Someone receiving really gorgeous shaker. Just look at all those shaker pieces. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Then I'm going to add on my little sentiment. I am going to just double decoupage along the bottom so that it sits at the same height as this. Just grab a little bit more of this. Sit on here. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of wet glue on here like that, just so that I know it will stick on here. There we go. How beautiful is that card? It is white on the inside so people can make their nice little sentiments and comments and things, but I love it. I love shaker cards so much. They've got to be one of my favourites. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and thank you so much for supporting us. As I say, we're doing Make It March, so we're going to be making lots of cards. If there's any cards that you like, if you see any that you really like and you can't see them up on the website, please do drop me a comment in the comments down below. I do read them. I don't always reply. It's not because I don't want to. I reply as I can, but I do always make sure that I read them. So yeah, let me know and I can always get them added onto the website. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you're going to enjoy Make It March with lots of making videos. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. Bye for now.